The Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals ruled in our favor, and the ACLU and our efforts were able to sue the District Attorney and Orange PD for over $3 million, but that was just for the state fees. They were able to collect over $5 million for a total for the defense.
That's an incredible story of the success that you guys not only had the success of where the injunction was looked at as improper, but there were some monetary wins as well. Where did all this money go to?
It went to the defense attorneys. And we do want to support that if there's attorneys that are investing their time, that they be compensated for it.
But that's a lot of money, though. Do you think they actually put in $3 million worth of work? Do you think some of that money should have went to the community and to some of the organizations as well that kind of spearheaded the movement? What do you think about that?
So there was multiple partners that represented the case and that put in multiple amount of hours, a lot of work that was put into that case, especially because it went that high to the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals. They definitely did earn that much. Should there be a process that community gets some of that? I think yes, maybe 1%. And in future cases, we should try, because we're constantly having to raise money for like depositions, raise money for documents. So if we could create a fund, that would be helpful. When that bill came, right? So like, who's gonna pay this money? Then the Orange PD was pushing back on the district attorney, like, no, this was your plan, this was your effort, and the DA saying, no, this was your effort, you have to pay that. But ultimately, it's the taxpayers who pay it. And that's one argument that we have. It is so costly to push an injunction. In Santa Barbara, we submitted a PRA, and just to file the injunction was over $700,000. And that was for like the first 2-3 months. The fight was over 3 years. So when you think about how much money was wasted, millions of dollars were wasted on that injunction. When we were wrapping up OVC, we got wind that they were pushing an injunction in Townsend. So somebody from the community attended this public meeting, and the police leaked the information. And that's how we found out. And then when we started looking at the patrolling and the patterns of patrolling, then we knew that was coming.
So you guys begin to mobilize and challenge it.
Yes. So we had 29 defendants to start with. There were some that were defaulted because they were either incarcerated, we couldn't get a hold of them, and one had serious mental health issues from prolonged drug use. We pushed for the process to be pulled out of Superior Court and into the complex court. So we were able to go and have a judge from the civil complex court, which they're used to seeing complex cases. They scrutinize it on a different level. And this judge she was very fair to say, like, if you were going to make these claims against these defendants, show the evidence. You have to share the discovery. And they were like, no, it's all protected information. Like, you share it with their attorneys and the defendants, and you don't have to share it with anyone else, just them. So for the first time, they were being pressured to share their discovery. And it took us over 2 years to even get it, with them saying, refusing in court, saying, nope, we're not gonna turn that over. And the judge saying, no, you have to turn it over. But they had been allowed to do whatever they wanted in these court proceedings, that they didn't feel the pressure to do it until they were forced to. So when they shared the discovery with us, the evidence, they were making these exaggerated claims. So I have, this is one of the, so we were given all these CDs. They were like, fine, you want the evidence? We'll give you it was hundreds of CDs, with them claiming okay, there were 365 robberies in this Townsend neighborhood. When we looked at every report, and there was one that was slightly gang related, and it was only because there was a suspected gang member that was running from the police and ran through a house. And so we did that with every CD, every report that they had submitted. And we were able to find huge flaws in it, and then gave the judge our findings.
So pretty much everything they said regarding criminal activity was exaggerated.
If you're accusing somebody of being an active gang member, then you have to prove that they are. Like how are they active and how have they been participating? For some of the defendants, they were showing Facebook pictures of them like in a Cowboys jersey. And that was their evidence. And it's like, how is that? There's no date stamp on this. How does that connect? Has he been convicted of anything in the last year? Was he charged with gang enhancements? How are you proving this? We were able to raise money for a deposition. And so we deposed the lead gang investigator. And in his deposition, he was saying that people were active gang members because they were linked to this girl that was on Facebook. And he referred to her as a hood rat. Like, how professional is that? And if that's, like, so they're active gang members because they're friends with this hood rat. And that is sufficient to claim that he's an active gang member. In Rackauckas era, the former Orange County District Attorney, like, it was very much, I'm gonna get behind these officers no matter what. Like, it wasn't frowned upon that he was making these statements in this deposition. They were present, and nobody interrupted, nobody told him to stop. He was proudly making these statements. Now with the new district attorney's office, I feel like there's more communication and more hope in that we can change how stop injunctions as a whole, make them obsolete, or at least change the way that they're implemented.
Thanks for watching StreetTV.net. If you're not subscribed, please hit that button below and click the bell to receive alerts and notifications. Feel free to comment below so you can give us your feedback, and be sure to watch the 2 related episodes to the right. If you want to support this platform or follow us on social media, visit the links in the description, and thanks for watching StreetTV.net.